Hello everyone, welcome back to Kirklees Guitar School. Today I'm going to show you two chord variations that's going to spice up your acoustic guitar playing. So today, this lesson's all under the assumption that you know a C chord and you know an F major 7 chord. I've got diagrams coming on the screen in a second. Now the idea is that we can take those shapes and start kind of flirting with the idea of bar chords, but not playing proper bar chords just yet. But starting to incorporate chords further up the neck with some of those open strings still ringing out, and it'll sound really cool. Let me show you what I mean. So we're going to start with the C chord first, which is there. Now on the left hand side you can see that's just a bog standard C chord, 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D, 1st fret of the B, and we strum 5 strings. Now we can get a fancy D chord. I call it a floaty D. If we take that shape and move the entire shape up 2 frets, so now your ring finger's on the 5th fret, your second finger's on the 4th fret, and your index finger is on the 3rd fret, still retaining all those other 2 open strings. Let me show you a close up like this. So if we go from C and we just take that whole shape and move that up. Now it's a D chord with a couple of added extras, but if you've got a chord progression that goes from a C to a D, if I'm playing acoustic guitar and I see a C and a D together, I'll put that in while I'm playing acoustic guitar because we get all those lovely kind of harmonics from the open strings. I'll put that back on screen while I'm waffling. So practice going between a C chord and take the entire shape and just move it up 2 frets and see how that sounds. Can you think of a song that puts a C and a D chord together like that? Now it won't work for them all. If you're playing AC/DC and you're trying to play this with distortion on your Gibson guitar, it's not going to sound right. But for that sort of acoustic guitar kind of sounds really cool. So pause the video if you want to have a go at that one. I've lifted this from Man on the Moon by R.E.M. That's Marble in a game of life. It's the verses for Man on the Moon. So that's really cool. We can take a shape. It doesn't work for them all. A G wouldn't work. It starts to get a little bit. You've got to know where to put these to make it work. But that works with a C chord. It sounds really cool. Let's try an F major 7 chord. Now we use F major 7 instead of the F, traditional F bar chord. People like Noel Gallagher, for example, will play F major 7 exclusively over an F. Whenever I'm playing acoustic guitar strumming kind of songs, I'll opt for F major 7 instead of the bar chord because I just think it sounds a little bit more special. I'll put a diagram on screen, but we're going to take the same concept, but we're then going to move that up 2 frets again, and that's going to create a G chord. Let me show you what I mean. So you've got F major 7 on the left hand side, so you got ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, pinky on the 3rd fret of the D, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and then the high E string rings out. It's really important with these 2 chords that you don't play the low E. We need to treat this as a 5-string chord, both of these shapes. So I've got F major 7 if you don't know it already. Try the G now. Move it up 2 frets. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Can you think of a song that has F and G next door to each other? Pause the video if you want to have a go at those. If not, I will do a little bit more waffling. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. When I'm asked to play that, and it has that lovely kind of constant high E ringing out in the background. I'll show you a close up of that. Something a little bit different. Somebody in the community said that I wasn't doing enough acoustic guitar lessons, so I thought this would be a good one for you. Those A PDF of those 4 chord shapes can be found on the Kirklees Guitar School student community on Facebook. If you go to the first link in the description, that'll take you to the community. Come in and say hello, and you can download all the lesson materials that I put on YouTube for free directly from Facebook. And if you go, that's the best place to catch me if you want to ask a question about the lesson as well. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week. Take it steady.